we do lots and lots of education, which I'd rather call it education than training. People these days have this thought of training. Well, I think we train maybe our dogs, but I don't think we train our people. I think we educate our people, and that's how a knowledge worker first must think. I'm spending some time educating these people. Again, we do it at every level, and I think there are occasions when it calls for that slice group. So when you're doing an educational program, you call somebody in from the very bottom, if you want to call that, or the very earliest entry into the business right through, and that gives everybody a better understanding. I think that's a very good way of working for knowledge workers to work. But on other occasions, it has to be at specific levels of interest and demand. So a knowledge worker can be a great imparter, but again, they have to be communicators. It doesn't matter what label you put on yourself, if you can't communicate in this world, if you depend these days on too much digital communication, if you're constantly on your email, I happen to believe, maybe it's a little old-fashioned, but I don't believe so, I happen to believe that if you are going to talk about anything emotional, you don't do it via email. You either go and do it personally or you pick up a telephone. And I think now the telephone doesn't get a lot of use when obviously it should get a lot of use.
I think the knowledge workers are the people we look to provide that corporate history, the corporate memory, what makes the business what it is today. And if we don't have those people, it's very difficult to explain to new people and explain to our other stakeholders what our business is all about. So yeah, we do rely upon them a lot.
We tend to rely on, I guess, key management people to do that. I guess knowledge workers can mean different things, but I guess in our organisation what it comes down to is a core group of people being able to communicate, whether it be here centrally or with our franchise network. So we rely very heavily on those people, and often they're the types of people who can take a very complex situation, a very complex problem or group of events, and communicate them very succinctly. So we rely on those people. We rely on those people quite a lot.
Well, the knowledge workers, they enhance our communication by having this outstanding information that they hold on various topics. So we have people who are keen on national parks, for example. So there's someone who knows everything about national parks, and there's someone who knows everything about the China market. So there are these various people with great knowledge that they're quite happy to share with the rest of the team.
I believe that IT is really important in any organisation, and we have a pretty good integrated software, but on top of that we have a marketing team which works pretty well. We have a great staff newsletter that goes out every month, and it's not your average sort of crappy newsletter that goes out. It's actually interesting. They ask for fun. It's fun, it's interesting, but it also gets messages across, and it's well read. So we have 300 employees, so it's important to get that message out, and it achieves quite a good coverage.